Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of the irae. So, I feel kinda better, that's why I'm recording, because I've been sick for like past few days. And I said it like on community tab actually, but just in case I will say it on video as well. I won't have much time to record actually in following weeks, so I'm going to try and do some like extra episodes like ahead just to be sure I can upload. But there's possibility that we will have some gaps in between episodes, or I will like pause them more like sparingly, so you can have actually episode every week. But yeah, I will try to do my best and to actually manage to get every single series that is on the channel just a little bit ahead, so we can have like actually episodes on schedule. But yeah, anyway, I will cut probably today at some point if I feel like I cannot talk anymore because I'm still kind of sick. But yeah, anyway, let's just go to the episode, I guess. And also, yeah, thanks for the comments under the previous episodes. And apparently, the major budget for the anime went for the 3 fights that they just like described in the visual novel, like who is going against who, right? So yeah, great. Anyway, let's just go. We just finished our dialogue with Reinhardt. And yeah. Isaac, her grandfather, was deep within. Eleanor said that his soul was left as the core of the Devil Castle. He was surely the person she had to face. Suddenly her lips moved on her own. Definitely not. He was a constantly crying demon spawn who searched for someone to love him, an all-consuming bastard child who sought someone to embrace him. Yeah, also... I don't know, how could... Okay. Let's just not dive into, like, who's father, okay? Like, there's, like, no other way. It must be Reinhardt. Come on. I answered the comments actually about this as well, like my thoughts. Like there's no way like what, like he just like looked at like Lisa and like she went pregnant, like doesn't make sense. I mean that's like crazy thing, but that's this era, maybe, who knows. But on the other hand, maybe like, you know, like she went through so many better people that like, I don't know, like he just didn't knew that he's a father or something. I don't know, because well they were like breeding the perfect kid, right? So yeah, maybe just Reinhardt just went in and yeah, and just like decided to just say I don't care. Might be, who knows. I was certain she would never become like him. After all, she knew of things he didn't, things such as the dearest of friends, people who were waiting for her, and the place where she belonged. For she would go there herself. Rhea gathered her resolve and began walking towards the throne. Okay. So... oh. Okay, the famous CG. Yeah, Schreiber, you're rude as always. Yeah, we know. Are we going to actually start having like these duels in this episode? When I'm going to cut this? Reinhardt looked down from the frame of the castle gates and began giving his orders. His guests were already waiting him on the tower far below the imperial plane he dominated from. Splendid and dear beings with fleeting resolve, deserving of all his possible blessings. He spoke to his retinue, permitting them to prize the nativity. I wonder if like when like Reinhardt is actually unleashed like his third degree, the castle is going to like actually like the area of effect is going to be like whole planet or something. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. Also, yeah, thanks for clarification that Machina actually have to hit Ren to disable his craving, because Ren is transcendent type, so it's not like he can like hit a thin air and just like disable craving that's around him. So yeah, that's a cool information. So Ren might have a chance. There's still a problem that Ren wasn't able to hit Trifa before, but on the other hand, maybe Trifa could dodge Mercurius attacks too. Not Mercurius, Machina attacks too, but the problem is he had to take the blows because he had to protect Kasumi at the time. So we didn't actually saw really Trifa versus Machina there. We just saw Machina just punching him, so yeah, that's not really a duel.
飽き果てるまで欲するまま。
ここに聖戦の終わりを。ジーク入る。
They simultaneously leapt into the air. The height they stood at surpassed 300 meters. To any normal human being, the jump was nothing but a dive into the arms of death at the mercy of gravity. However, it went without saying that they were far outside the yoke of the normality. The three almost ridiculed the universal gravitational acceleration by falling at their own paces. Of course, Schreiber. The fastest one was Schreiber, yep. Leaving behind the spiral trail, he fell towards the ground with a bursting crackle, the speed of a bullet, and the glittering eye of the murderer. Machina was the only one who fell as gravity intended. Yeah, he just don't care. He's just like, yeah, I'll fight. Only silent, he stayed immobile, with heaviness, more fit for a hunk of iron than a person. I might say that his fall was the most abnormal of the three. The somber night bothered neither to accelerate or decelerate, and even while exposed to a high-speed gale, he was able to stand still as if there was a platform below his feet. Oh, that's how he fall. Yeah, that's kinda abnormal. His balance and posture control stood testament to downright demonic powers in martial arts. Eleanor, on the other hand, was astonishingly honest about her sorcerer's powers. The flames embracing her body controlled the airflow, letting her gently float and descend downwards. The wind itself seems to avoid her, failing to make her crimson locks sway even a little bit. As one fully aware that she was a supernatural being, the woman, instead of boasting about her abilities, displayed the arrogance of one who could use her powers as easily as breathing. Even the way she smoked her favorite tobacco was filled with majesty and placid defeat for the nobility. Yeah, that sounds like Samuel. I so cannot wait for these fights. Oh my god, it's going to be insane. Full of individuality, the entrance of the opening platformers left no room for criticism. For indeed, they were the opening performers. Oh, damn! We have golden stairs. It's like, is Reinhardt going to just like go down on the stairs from his castle, just like true ruler and the king? Damn, what a badass! Looking below the ward, far below his feet, Reinhardt walked downwards. Yep, okay. As if to prize his kingly march, a luxurious staircase began to building itself, connecting the gates of the castle and the top of the tower. Okay. Like, okay, Reinhardt is just awesome. Like his fortress, every stair was made of corpses. Thousands of dead were under his every step, but he didn't feel at the least bit disturbed by it. No. It's just blocks of light. I don't see any corpses here. Game, give me like CG that works with this, please. Like make like some like bones and stuff in this, maybe? At least? God damn it. But that was his nature as a man, the crystallization of the life he had led. He was the lord of the dead, taking in the corpses and ruins he chanced upon during his solitary match. The Reinhardt had reached other were but dust for him to break, destroy and consume. Okay. He recalled what the blindingly brave girl told him. The man was unable to mingle with or become a sheep, nor did he have the gem-like shine and majesty of the unique creature. He was but a drop of ink polluting the ocean. Okay, and he still doesn't care. He found it comical and pleasant enough to make him want to laugh. Ehud was a soldier and a dependent of power. No matter if the person was the private on the front lines or the prominent field marshal, they both were army people, nothing but warmongers and murderers. With that in mind, the only beauty there was strength. Minerals had to be tougher, creatures had to be the bestier, plants had to be less like flowers and more like trees. In short, he had to cherish the physical strength that made objects autonomous and harder to overwhelm. Okay? So for him basically like physical strength was like the most important thing, right? Just power. And that's it. That was how he preferred to exist, and it was exactly what made him weak. Reinhardt was incomplete being, unable to breathe without overwhelming something. Yeah. Till he chanced upon something he had yet to ravage. Yeah, like Ren. Beyond it all, he would become complete and replaced foreknowledge with his own law, absolute and everlasting. Okay, so if Reinhardt can actually replace foreknowledge, then like I say, like this is like some like Mercurius and Reinhardt need each other for their own respective plans. Like Reinhardt need Ren he wants to fight Ren, and Mercurius needs Ren to like get rid of the foreknowledge. But Reinhardt can get rid of the foreknowledge as well, so for Mercurius it's win-win. If Ren loses, then foreknowledge is gone. So it's win-win for Mercurius. I mean, there's also Mari. Like, he don't want to lose Mari, I guess, so even Reinhardt can get rid of the foreknowledge how Mercurius wants. Then it's not actually his goal, like it's part of his goal. Because another part of his goal is to have Mari on his side, I guess. Or like at least being alive after the foreknowledge is gone. So yeah, killing Mari and getting rid of the foreknowledge is like half of the plan, and actually less than half probably, because he cares about Mari probably more than about getting rid of the foreknowledge. So yeah, this is kind of a conflict of the interest here. To him, the air below was like the bride, waiting for him to take her. It shone with brilliance great enough to grant him a feeling of lust. Everything was exactly as he wanted it to be. Yeah, you are. The thing he was all too familiar with could not even displace him as it continues his torture. Yeah, so bound within. So basically he was like trapped in the castle, and now he's trapped in the city basically. He can't get anywhere else, I guess. For now. That's why it feels similar. He earnestly sought the day he would break out of it. The present moment before him was the dawn of that desired fulfillment. Oh. So, that's the top of the tower? of the like Tokyo Tower or whatever that was. Not Tokyo Tower, they had like some Suwahara Tower or something, right? This is the top of this tower. Okay. At the bottom of the cadaverous staircase, Reinhardt let his mantle flutter and lowered his voice as he addressed those facing him. Wow. Are we going to have like badass shot of like Shiro, Ren, and Sakurai just like standing there before the big four, basically? He held back his Imperial Guard and gracefully beckoned the three challengers. First he would destroy one of them to open the 8th swastika. With that he would be reborn, and Carl Child would sublime from sacrifice to rival. Why? Okay. Why he... Okay, why is Reinhardt connecting Ren improvement to his own rebirth? What is like rebirth of Reinhardt, just like Reinhardt coming back in full strength, is going to do to Ren? Actually, it's doesn't sound like it should be connected in any way. Huh. Unless Ren is like able to, or Mari is able to like suck out some souls from his legions. Maybe he's able to like infuse the souls that like were lost in the duels that there were before, because we have like Machina. We are back to this like arena thing with duels between Machina and Ren, right? Like maybe he can like suck out these souls out of the castle if castle is back, and that will improve him, and that will make him actually worthy a rival to Reinhardt. Why are he connecting this to each other? Though he took the shape of a single man, he was a legion of millions. Even without his Einherjars at his side, or the final swastika open, it remained painfully evident who was outnumbered. However, it was the only moment when they could defeat Reinhardt. The battle had begun below the gaze of the soaring Devil Castle. The scene went by her mind like a flash. Okay, let's see. Yusa, Fuji, and for reasons she wasn't aware of, Sakurai. Okay, so this is perspective of Rhea. They cooperated and gave their all to struggle against a mighty adversary. Though it was 3 versus 1, they had no chance of winning. Pain turned to voice. The stench of blood. A shout more pitiful than valiant. Okay, that was fast, so the whole budget in the anime went for the 3 lines of them being dead. Great. It was a happy sight for her. After all, Lord Heldridge wasn't even wielding his weapon. Yeah. The sum total of their desperate efforts was less than equal to the bare-handed Lord Commander. Hopeless, and even began to describe it. Where are the Einherjars? Did they like actually like went to the city or something? I thought like they're like just like standing on the city on the tower, and just like he just descended through the stairs, and they're all on the tower, on top of the tower. Apparently not. Like he's alone and they went to face him instead of like the 3 commanders. What the fuck? It doesn't make any sense. They said that you have to defeat commanders first. The fate of their defeat was absolute and uncertain, defying any possibility of a turnaround. No matter how many times he repeated it, this battle would always end with Fuji loss. Then she had to do all she could. Okay, that's weird. What exactly? That's what what's saying. Okay. Something opened with both creaking and grinding sound. It was his door, as well as a cover. The demonic castle, massed from the mountain of corpses, had an even darker area, sealed within its abyssal depths. Okay. The innermost part of the throne room. There was 1 meter wide coffin like cuboid. Okay. It was a little too meager to be an actual coffin, but not small enough to be called a simple box. Is this like the place for core? Is this like the place where, like, I don't know, like calcified heart, something like Agnerbere made out of Isaac is in? And it's like the main, like, this is like the generator basically for this thing. So can you destroy it? I don't think so, because it's basically like generating like millions of souls. The poorly made object reminded her of the funerary urn that began to slowly open. Okay. If logic was applicable, the scale of the space within could easily be inferred from the outside appearance. No matter what was inside, an object that small couldn't contain cars or houses. If logic was applicable, that is. However, the castle was far beyond something so trifling. Ra was fully aware of that. So she looked in, with exception of abnormality. Okay, however, her imagination was too limited, yet no one could blame her, as what she discovered was beyond the guesswork of anyone with the common mind. Okay, I would guess like there's like full body actually then of Isaac or something. Is that the unexpected thing that you want me to not expect? Oh, never mind. My mind is limited, it seems. What? There's like whole another universe in there? The very moment the cover was removed, she was consumed by the object, although a part of her assumed that she went in by her own volition. What she felt when it happened was nothing but acute shock. Inside she saw a whole city. She didn't know its name, nor the time period it came from, but was being ravaged by the merciless flames. This is like from the time when Isaac became a core, right? Because it was the same scene in the flashback. So Isaac used his like Agnerbere, his third degree or something, destroyed the whole city, took the souls, became a core, and they just sealed the whole city, and the city is actually like constantly providing souls maybe for the activation of the castle or something. And people are there like reborn and killed, and it's like endless hell. Something like that. It appeared to be a whole separate world within the Crucible. Conflict, calamity and chaos, as far as the eyes could see, environing a conflict nation flowing to form a fiery hacking house. Okay, so this is like basically the 8 finished points that they want to do now with Suahara City. So they succeeded in this one time, and that created the core for the castle, and now they want to succeed to have this power that can like bring this power out, basically, because they cannot bring this to the world because they don't have enough power, so they need the same ritual basically to bring it out. So first they powered up and sealed everything because they like it couldn't exist in the real world, and then they do the ritual again on the higher scale to bring it back, and to power up and like cover like even bigger area, possibly the whole planet. She then realized it was Berlin, the city consumed by the Ark of the Covenant 60 years ago. At last, that was what she told herself. I assumed it was the place where she would find the one she sought. Feeling as if walking on air, Rhea looked around, but saw no one. She was floating up high, in a space with no platforms. The situation made it hard for her to feel anyone's presence. Hey, she called out, but received no response. Listen. No one reacted even when she raised her voice. She attempted it countless times. Hey. Oh, this is a different voice. Oh shit, Isaac? This is when she realized that something was critically off. Oh my god, we have actual dialogue with Isaac. Holy crap. Okay. But I couldn't tell if she released the scream she thought she did. Her attempt at talking failed miserably, while the voice she thought her own was replaced with something else. What she experienced couldn't be properly presented, while the terror she felt was beyond description. She had doubts that any third party would be able to understand what she was feeling. She was both herself and someone else, okay? Because you are the same bloodline, I guess, and you're like intertwined in this area, probably, or something. Because you both can be a core, right? You are both basically cores. Instead of breathing life to her words, her mouth poised the will of another. Rhea wasn't able to understand the phenomenon, but it made her aware of a certain fact. There was another person with her. She guessed it to be Isaac? Yeah. With a soundless voice, Rhea spoke a question to the one who was either invisible or non-existent. Was he her?
Isaac. So.
Okay.
So that.
The existence that had melted into the crucible, the entire other world itself, began an introduction. He's number 6. Yep, okay. The voice made Rhea feel pain akin to the tightening of her heart. So Isaac is basically a Berlin at this point. It's like this whole thing. Like his consciousness is like spread all over like the whole thing.
Isaac, I'm zonen kind.
Okay.
だったようだが、それが一体どうしたという。
Rhea felt as if she was seeing herself. It was the person she would be if Lisa and Trifa didn't exist, and if she didn't meet Fuji, Yus and Ayase. A display of what she might have become through only a few minor changes. She had to do anything to save him. Okay? So we're going to try and like... So Rhea is going to try sabotage the source of Reinhardt's power, basically. Because, like, Reinhardt is strong as he is because of Isaac, right? I mean, okay, he is insanely powerful by his own regard. But Isaac is the one that is, like, binding these legions of souls to his further degree, and he can use them. Without Isaac, he don't have capability to actually command that many souls at the same time, I think. So if Rhea managed to somehow talk no jutsu Isaac, or maybe take over from Isaac, because I think like it would be possible, right? Like she can like somehow maybe like take over the castle instead of the Isaac, change the core, and then she will just like disable everything or like make self-destruct or something, you know? Just like, I don't know what she can do, but something like that, just like obscure it from like inside. Huh. Okay, I've cut because I wanted to check how long I've recorded, and I think like it's going to be good to actually save and finish the episode. I know it's short, it's like 30 minutes now, but as I said, I want to like make like extra like recordings if possible, and making a shorter episode will give me more time to actually do this, so you can have like episodes like on schedule, hopefully. And also, yeah, I'm still sick, as I said, so I don't feel very comfortable reading right now. And yeah, anyway, it's good points to end anyway. Drea just entered the core, so what can happen? I don't know. Is she going to Star Wars like this thing and blow the Death Star up, or what? We'll see. Anyway, this is weird for me that they fought Reinhardt apparently, like before. Also, we arrived at the Suwahara Tower, so it's like it's the prequel to what happened in the beginning, so that the Rhea thing happened after this scene. It's like timeline is kind of twisted here, but yeah, you know. Anyway, where's the commanders? I felt like they were like fighting commanders, and they apparently fought Reinhardt. That's weird. Maybe, actually, that's going to be probably in the next episode, because we get actually to see what probably happened before until they got to the Reinhardt. So maybe they actually fought. This is like longer sequence maybe, and we just got to the end game, basically in the stuff. But yeah, anyway, thank you everyone for being with me. Thank you for watching this episode. I will see you in the next one. Leave up a like if you like the episode. Subscribe if you are not subscribed. You can become a member if you would like to support me and see the episodes of this era earlier. Thank you once again, and I will see you all in the next one. So for now, Pocket Watch is going out.